All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, sir. We always have things to talk about, right? But everything that's going on in sports and entertainment in the world, and Anthony Edwards and his baby mother, who's like 38 and he's like 23-year old. But there's something wrong with Anthony Edwards. There's something absolutely wrong with this individual. Now, I was like, something's wrong with this guy. And I just don't know what it is, but something's wrong with him. He's the next. He's already Antonio Cromartie, except for this thing has gone way beyond anything that I ever could imagine it becoming. I'm jealous. You haven't even heard anything I've stated yet. We've been live for like about a minute, and it sounds like jealousy. Wow, that's unbelievable. Now, he said, "That's that AT alien type. We from the town, we different." This is crazy because what's happening with him is not what's supposed to happen in any walk of life. Like as far as how you treat somebody you love or somebody you treat like your child, your children. My title sounds bad because the person that we're talking about is sounding bad. Sound like it's something wrong with him. Like he really needs help. Royce, he will never be the face of the league. He will never be asked to be the face of the league. Think about who's the face of the league, right? Before him. LeBron James, right? LeBron is the face of the league. Who was the other person that shared that weight with LeBron? Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, face of the league. Before him, Kobe Bryant, right? Kobe, face of the league. Before Kobe, Michael Jordan. Then they went to Magic and Bird being the face of the league. Dr. J. It wasn't about just basketball. Well, then I kind of skipped over Grant Hill. Grant Hill was given the key. Don't you see the difference between them and Anthony Edwards? Nobody's giving him no keys to be no face in no league. It's an attachment issue. Here's the problem with Anthony Edwards. When he was in ninth grade and when he was in eighth grade, he had unbelievable talent, athleticism, playing sports, right? All the coaches made excuses for him. They did everything for him. And his father wasn't around. He had no father around. His mama and grandma was raising him. Both of them died when he was in ninth grade, like 8 months apart, I believe. He was in ninth grade and he lost his mother and he lost his grandmother back to back in 8 months in ninth grade. That's why he wears number 5 because they both died on the 5th of the month. Oh, I got a video coming on that. But thanks for pointing that out. Now, Anthony Edwards has been dealing with a lot since then of not facing that reality. His sister Antoinette and his brother Antoine, yes, they all got AIDS. So Antoinette, Antoine, they adopted and took full custody of Anthony Edwards. So he's been raised by his brother and his sister since the ninth grade. That's why you come here. You get the full story. Everybody else just gonna tell you about the baby mama thing, and they ain't gonna give you no concept. So when I tell you, there's something wrong with Anthony Edwards. And since then, because of basketball, that's how he masked everything. He played basketball to mask the pain of not dealing with the loss of his pain from losing the two people that raised him the most by not facing it, by just getting lost in the game. I'm just gonna hoop, bang, 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 and then everything else he can't be attached to because he's afraid of the loss. He's afraid of that responsibility. He never had a man around him really. No taking, no disrespect to Antoine for stepping up, his brother stepping up to take custody of him, taking nothing away from them. He just didn't have a man presence to really guide him on how to be a man, and especially in this time and age. And this is what's missing from today's NBA, from yesterday's NBA. There was a young player who came in the league who was wilding out, and it took an old vet to check him and curb him, okay? To tell him, hey, you ain't promised here. So Anthony Edwards got some demons to work out. And the demons in his head is not knowing how to deal with a loss. All y'all see in those interviews, and this is why the NBA caters to him a lot, is because he was able to put off this fake persona, this fake image thing. Like, I'm just here. He likes the cameras on him. He likes doing the interviews. He likes to be different. Like, I don't care. I'm representing what's young. He's only 23, but he's been out of control probably since he was 18 or 19, around that time. He's been out of control. Once he got to the NBA, once he knew he was going to the NBA, he already knew he was going to go. And no one could coach him. AAU tournaments. He's got all this athletic ability. That's why he didn't develop any post games and none of that. He's a product of the failed AAU system. You got one player that could play. He's not going to really contribute the ball to anybody else. And people said that in AAU was like the same way. So, I saw your video. That's exactly how he was. He was all about himself. And if you didn't like it, he was just going to go to a loaded team. Now, on top of all of it, you have to look at the bigger problem and what's going on in the situation. The biggest problem in his life is money. He got a $50 million extras out of extension on his deal he got with Adidas. He's got a multi-$100 million plus contract with the NBA with Timberwolves, and he might just be going somewhere else, and getting more money. And all the opportunities are there for him because he's playing in this new internet era NBA where they like people to give them the media, all this stuff they can clip up and put out. But as you can see, He's marginalized himself with the things he do outside of basketball. The homophobic slurs. He had to pay a fine for that, but he paid more than just a fine that the NBA hit him with. That fine was minimal to what he was going to go through in life. See, because that homophobic slur that he threw out there that cost him $40,000, no, it cost him possible sponsorships in 2022 that they had aligned for them. So in 2023, they moved on. He had his best year. Then this IG model, you offered her $100,000 to get an abortion. And she has the text messages to prove and they were posted to an Instagram story with a pending wire transfer of $100,000 in November 27th of 2023. He's got another kid with another girl somewhere, and he's just wilding. This kid's been wilding out. And everybody says, oh, he's so young. That's why we telling him. Because he's so young. Because he's so young, that's why he's being told now. Because he's ruining it. He's ruining everything because he's not faced the pain of losing his mother and his grandmother. And he puts on this facade. He goes out. He does these interviews for the media. He does that because he's putting on a show. So nobody asks him anything real. Do you see how many of y'all in this chat didn't even know anything about his mother and his grandmother? Y'all didn't know anything about that. Y'all didn't know why he wore the. Y'all didn't know why he wore the number 5 on his chest. You think the press would ask him about that? No, because he doesn't want to face it. Now, in this new situation, now the other baby mother that he got pregnant, Aisha Howard, he first denied he was even the father of the kid. Like, man, that ain't my kid. Okay, granted. But everybody says she was a gold digger because when he was 20 years old, she was 35 and he was chasing her down. Till she finally gave in and got with this dude. And she's 38 now, and she just had the baby like a few months ago. They took a paternity test. He is the father after he denied that he was naturally. But she just put out the text message to prove that this guy was chasing her the whole time. She didn't pursue him. And she said, I don't normally out my DMs. But listen, please stop the trap and the one night stand narrative. This man started pursuing me back in 2022 and literally did not stop pursuing me until he got me and Aubrey. He did all the choosing. Now, being young, you're gonna be a target. And for what just happened now, this man sit here and decided that it would be a great idea to put himself in a situation that is the most. I don't know what kind of legal advice he's getting. The judge got that she could not file for the support and everything, like saying he's violating his rights and everything. He wrote over all custody and visitation to the mother. He wants nothing to do with his daughter, Aubrey. Nothing. He put that in writing and signed off that he doesn't want custody of his daughter or visitation. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen a person that's an NBA basketball player who talked about being the face of the NBA. The NBA is going to put somebody who's the face who says, I want to pay for you to have an abortion. And then to one girl, then tell another girl, I don't want no custody and I don't even want to visit. So the guy who was in here earlier talking about we hating on Anthony Edwards, does that not tell you something's wrong with Anthony Edwards? He wants all the sex with no responsibility. He wants to be a kid forever because he's afraid to grow up. And no matter how reckless he's been, this is all going to blow back bad on him because he's not thinking 20 years from now. That kid's going to be 20 years old and grow up hating you. All them other kids that you got that's out there that you just want to neglect, they're going to grow up hating you. And you're going to blow through all your money. And you're going to be broke because you ain't going to listen to nobody. You're going to blow through all your bread and you're going to be about broke. And you're going to be looking at your kids that's coming up and they ain't going to want nothing to do with you because this headline is going to follow them forever. That kid has done nothing to you and then asked for you to meet their mom and get into this world. Whatever strategy she had to get you, you chased her down and got her pregnant. Oh well, the baby's here. So now you have to take care of your responsibilities as a man. And because you're afraid to face the pain of your mother and grandmother not being here, how you think they would feel to see you say something like that about a child? What if your grandmother and your mother said they don't want nothing to do with you? That would have hurt real deep. That would have cut real deep. And for you to do that to a child that doesn't even know yet, that 20 years from now, that article is going to follow them on the internet. Then whatever technology they're going to have by then, they'll be able to pull it up straight from the teleprompter like Tony Stark. It'll be right there. Hey, yo, man, it's in big headlines. Your daddy didn't want you. And here's another thing, smart guy. You've just given 100% custody to the mother. Now it's all financial, buddy. You think you can write a check and it's all done. No, those payments are going to be coming. Boom, 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 boom. And guess what? Everything that she's going to be asking for, you're going to have to provide. Oh, we need a better place to live. Oh, she's got to enroll this. Oh, she's got to get dental. You're going to be paying 100%. Yep. You think this is a one-time pop. Like, name your price. I'm going to write you a check. She's going to be okay, 20 million. Give me 20 million and then we done. Oh, no? Okay. Well, then I'm going to stick you for the whole ride. 50K a month? No, that's too light. That's why she's going to California. The judge said, no, we're going to have to file it in Georgia if they're going to file. But Aunt is like, no need to file. I don't want custody. Now I'm not doing visitation. So now, right. This is the third baby mama, right? So that shows you right there. He's out there kissing these girls, tongue kissing, going raw, and these IG models. And while you doing all of this, they gonna grow up. These kids, the kids of Anthony Edwards, is gonna be looking at you when you get older and you out this league and you going broke because you done spent all your money and don't know where it all went to. That's when reality's gonna smack you dead in the face. And you're gonna say, damn, I screwed up. I want a relationship with my kids now. Hit the like button, y'all. I know y'all just got here. Hit the like button so y'all can understand what's going on. Hmm. Yes, I exposed The Rock on the Patreon, VIP, of course, and exposed his secrets. Now, that happened today. We're gonna get into the narratives of what they presented in front of you that wasn't the truth. Anthony Edwards had more girls allegedly pregnant that did have an abortion that he paid money out to. People have told him and gave him advice, and he didn't take it. People said we talked to him. We told him this is a mistake. You do not give the mother 100% custody of the child. If you give them 100% custody of the child, it's going crazy. Anthony Edwards had a basically temper tantrum breakdown and the all USA first team in high school during the Jordan Brand Classic. He had a breakdown, like a mental breakdown, like he had all that built up from his mom and all that. And the chief organizer of that place told him like, this kid's gonna be a star, but I don't want. I'm afraid he might blow it. Like he might do something that will blow it. That guy's a former Laker who said that. Former Laker that played with Kobe Bryant and won a championship. Now, no, I'm not going to say his name, but I just narrowed down the selection. And to make that kind of statement about a woman that you laid with, you know what I'm saying? If this is not the woman you want to have a kid with, don't sleep with her. Okay? If you don't want to have a family with that woman, don't go raw. Okay? You are, if she gets pregnant or whatever, that responsibility is now on you. But as a NBA basketball player, you've just told sponsorships that you don't want to be responsible for your kids. What advertisement want to do business with you marketing to children? You understand what I'm saying? So he had a breakdown and he's suffering because he hasn't really dealt with the loss of his parents. I don't know about his father, but his mother and grandma. That pain, he was not able to just deal with and handle it. You see, he was only what, 14, 15 years old when that happened? Despite her having babies and getting a check for it, he's not going to lose two, no, not one sponsor. Okay. I'm gonna tell you like this, dude. Uh, you know these women are out here looking for a check, but you're chasing them and you're giving them babies. So you giving them the bag. Okay, let's do a bare minimum here. All right. So what he got? Like three kids, right? Three baby mamas. Let's do 50,000 a month at a minimum for 18 years. What number? What number do you come up with? Hmm. Yeah, we can do it that way. 50, 50,000. Okay. Take one kid, 50,000 a month times in 1 year. 1 year, 50,000 a month is $600,000. So you looking at 10,800,000. There you go. 10,800,000. That's for one kid. Times it by three, 32,400,000. 32,400,000 for three kids. Now, guess what? We didn't add everything up. That's the bare minimum. Now, that's just the bare minimum. We didn't add living expenses for the child. That's not coming out of just that. That's for clothes, cars, and a lifestyle that that the woman has become adjusted to for the living and the safety of a child of an NBA basketball star. Because your famous personality, it puts the child in danger. So now they have to have living expenses. So you're going to be paying for the house 50,000 a month. No, no, not necessarily. That's going to be for not just rent. That's going to be for food, clothing, and they're going to be like, "Judge, why do they get this?" Because the courts are already programmed to strip professional athletes of their money, especially black athletes. Oh no, you're going to think that's it, right? No, medical. You're gonna be like, wait, the 50,000 don't cover the medical? Nope. She needs braces. She needs this orthopedic job. She needs this procedure. That's 7,000. That's 8,000. That's 18,000. She needs to be on this medication. You're going to be paying out the nose. She's traveling abroad because we said 18 years. Guess what? It's 18 years unless they decide to go to college. Mhm. Guess what? She's going to a 4-year university. So instead of 18 years now, you're going to be dealing with her till she's 22, sometimes 23, sometimes 24. Yes. If they elect to go to college, you're on the hook. So the 18 years, yeah, until they choose not to go to college. But if they go to college, guess what, buddy? You're back on. Now he's probably upset, and that's what happens. You get upset because you felt like this woman trapped you. You came after her. She didn't come looking for you. She didn't creep in your DMs. You came looking for her. You went looking for a 35-year-old woman because you're a 20-year-old boy with millions of dollars. You came looking for sex. She said, I got a sucker on the line. Everybody else know better than to stay away from a girl like that. But y'all young guys, there you go. Now he's been warned. Everybody has told me they have warned Anthony Edwards plenty of times. Like, dude, I didn't pull him to the side. I didn't gave him some one-on-ones. And he was like, yo, I appreciate that big dog and this and that about the women in the game, everything. They didn't gave him game. Like OGs in the game then told me, like, hey, I told young boy, man, you gotta slow down, bro. Like, I do. It's been people told me, like, dog, we talked to him. This was earlier today. I've talked to two people formerly in the NBA. They said the same thing. And the guy that was in the Jordan Brand camp said, he's the guy I think I just hope he don't blow it. Like, I hope this kid don't blow it. Like, he's got a good head on his shoulder, got a good game, but I don't want to see him blow it. And he's this close from being loved, like to being there, and boom, he'll blow it all up. Blow it all up. Because the NBA is about family. They ain't about the single guy that's out here impregnating chicks left and right. You're not gonna be a, they're not gonna market that. Why you think they don't market Kevin Durant as much as they want to? Because he doesn't have a stable family life. He don't have a wife at home. That's why they use his mom, Mrs. Durant. It's Kevin Durant and his mom. But if he had a wife and a family, they can market that and said, "Oh, right, look at the family man." No, Giannis now got married finally, and now he's going into that lifestyle, but he was always family. Giannis and his brother, his family. Right. Steph got Aisha. They got their kids. Oh, Riley Curry. She's sitting at press conferences. They had to ban that because everybody started to bring their kids then. Yeah, everybody got their kids. You got Chris Paul kid, he ain't know how to act. You got everybody want to bring their kid up there on the podium now. They had to cut that off. They're like, all right, we got to stop that. Stop it. Stop. No kids at the podium no more. He said that rock video on Patreon is wow. I told you, man, we got to come with the real. This world is too evil to have a kid now. Well, it's how you raise the child. You know, you got to think about it, Kobe. I'm telling you like this. How wicked was the world back in the day? Can you imagine how wicked it was when slavery was around? But we have to keep pushing it forward. We have to keep persevering. There was some of our relatives who was born and died in slavery. All they knew was slavery. But they was like the next generation. We gonna make some progress and we gonna beat this thing. Oh yeah, we talked about Cena. LeBron wasn't getting get married early. No, he didn't. That's where you're wrong. He been with Aisha since high school, but he never married her. He had two kids with her, and the NBA made him marry her. So you gotta understand. LeBron was running out here wild, and that was his baby mama for a minute. Yeah, they have a contract so that she don't get all of LeBron's money. But LeBron's not worried because she's able to go and do what she wants to do, and he can do what he wants to do. But if they really care about Anthony Edwards, LeBron, and the rest of them, they should have took him under his wing. But LeBron is no example. You know, he's not somebody who can come and say, "Hey, man, let me take you talk to you, young guy," like MJ or Kobe would. Kobe just didn't deal with a lot of people. He was he would give you some advice if he felt you were receptive to the advice because he was young in the NBA too, and he didn't want to listen to a lot of people. There you go, Nelson. See, exactly. He got married and he started winning championships after he got married. Right? He was going to be the face of the league. He's like, she gets 25 million if LeBron is divorced. Oh no, it's a lot more than that, buddy. Because see, she's been married to him and the marriage has went over 10 years. Everything goes up. She's into about the 300, 400 million range if she was decide to leave. It was 25 million at a certain point in time. That's every year it goes up and escalates. She's getting way more than that. He should have divorced her way back when. See, if LeBron gets caught and proven to have cheated, why you think when these rumors come out, she doesn't say anything? She's got the Juanita Jordan contract. Juanita Jordan had the same type of contract. They had lawyers ironing that out. And they don't have a prenuptial agreement. They have a financial agreement. That's way better than a prenup. And that's what most NBA players have, a financial agreement, not a prenup. Steph Curry don't have that with Aisha. They don't have a prenup, which is crazy because basically, oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. They didn't have a prenup. See, when you get in this game, you have they have what they didn't have in the 80s. They have guys that teach you financially, sit you down. They tell you, hey, this is the financial classes. This is the money you're going to be getting, but this is how it's going to work. And the way the game is now, they screwed up the NBA basketball play because of the way y'all carried yourselves on and off the court. It has had a drawback effect that is ruining the game. Actually, it ruins you. The owners got more control than what these idiots know. They lost 7% of basketball related income. That's worth about $1 billion. That equates to about $1 billion y'all lost. That goes back to the owners. That's huge. How do you lose that in a collective bargaining agreement? That just doesn't make any sense to me. And now LeBron, he could be on anything and nobody's going to question it. Nobody's going to bring him out. Nobody's going to say, "Hey, what is that guy doing there? Why don't we bring that guy out?" Nope. Nobody's going to say that. And why won't they say that? Why won't they say that? Because they don't care. Why they're not going to major league baseball themselves? If they destroy LeBron James, they've destroyed their league. Their league is consistent of one player and one team. That's your problem in the NBA. That's why the NBA has a problem. This commissioner doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And because he doesn't, and he's totally destroyed the game and turned it into a ridiculous remnant of what the game was loved about and loved for, all for sports betting. You're never going to see basketball like that again unless you watch college or high school. And now that that's reality, everybody has to just say, well, it's not going to get better. They're not going to try to make it better. They're just going to put more sparkles and lightnings and rainbows everywhere to keep you distracted. And they just like, no, people are going to love it. Watch. They don't. AC Green is the face. That shows me like somebody would say something that crazy. All right. Anthony Edwards don't have a shot. They don't want a guy that's been abandoned his children that he had with an Instagram model who's 38 years old and he's 23. They don't want that to be the face of the NBA. You got baby mamas all over the place. They don't want that. You can't be the face. Steph Curry, family man, married, kids, stable. That's the face of the league. LeBron, he's married. He got his kids with his wife. They're gonna cover up the outside kids, but stable. Kobe, married to Vanessa. We're gonna keep you the face. When he had that incident over there, they had to chill him out for 2 years. Like we can't, we gotta let this thing blow over. Then we bring you back. Now they just would have just, hey, we still for the market, Kobe. We don't care. Back then, that's damaging to your career. Do you know how hard it is for an individual to try to excel to new heights and be that person that everybody wants to try to be? That was Anthony Edwards. Everybody wanted to be like Anthony Edwards. They relate to Anthony Edwards everywhere I go. My cousins, they love it because he's young. He's young. He reminds you of everybody you know, young from the hood. That's who. They have no real recollection of the real world. They just say what they think. They was like, I don't like the way he was talking to Obama. He's 23 years old. He does not care about anything or have any decorum. You could tell he did not have that structure. But this is what happens when you don't have your father or someone in the household. He had his brother, okay, but you know that's your brother. You know that's not your dad. So it's they got guardianship over you, but they not your parents. So there's nobody there to check them and say, dude, you got to check yourself. You doing something stupid here. See, Ja didn't blow it. Ja made a mistake, and his dad and was around, and everybody was there to get him under control. Ja wasn't getting it, even when his daddy was telling him, like, "Look, boy, the hell are you doing?" He was like, "No, it's not a real gun. Why would you even put a fake gun?" The NBA loved Ja because he moved the needle. Like OKC is going to play them right now, and that's the game I've been waiting on. Memphis and OKC. Ja thought he was John Wick. He didn't need to be. You see, that's the thing. Everybody get it twisted. It ain't even that serious. For us, the seriousness is gonna come down the road when the smoke and mirror clears and he's no longer popular no more. He's faded out of the league. People tired of him. Those kids are growing. They getting older. Those kids are getting older. Those kids are going to get older. And you're gonna want them in your life when you get older. And they ain't gonna have no time for you. They're not gonna have any time for you. Oh, that Mike not like us? Oh no. It's called Mike lied to us. Mike lied to us video is coming on Patreon. Oh, don't worry about that. That's still coming. We got that on the way. It's getting ready to be cooked up. Yeah, that's still coming. Yeah, that's it's a music video too. Oh yeah, Mike lied to us on my Patreon. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Trust me. When y'all see that video post, just know one of the parts of that video that's already out. Y'all saw that clip. That was that's just a clip of the laughter you gonna see. Yeah, pretty much. It's a little different though. You know, one thing for sure, two things for certain that they keep talking about, right? The more and more you see people take a approach and go in a different direction towards your plans, your views, the more you start to see, yeah, the more you start seeing the realization of what's happening in the world today when it comes to this. Well, the more you look into it, the darker it becomes. I swear, the darker it becomes. But Mike lied to us is definitely a classic. Yeah.
Oak tree couldn't even get your hand-me-downs. Marcus overseas playing with his nose now. And he got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified nepotism, certified Jordan child. Wop. See, don't mess him up. Wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you hating on Zeke, huh, MJ? Trying to pull our leg, and it's probably a parlay. I hear you like I'm dumb. You better never go back to game one. Say, Mike. I hear you like I'm dumb. You better never say, Mike. I hear you like I'm dumb.
When this video is finished, I'm telling you, this is going to be something epic.
You better never go back to game one. To anybody wear Jordans they in love, just make sure you hide Scottie Pippen from them. Oak tree couldn't even get your hand-me-downs. Marcus overseas playing with his nose now. And he got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified nepotism, certified Jordan child. Wop. See, don't mess him up. Wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you hating on Zeke, huh, MJ? Trying to pull our leg, and it's probably a parlay. Mike lied to us. Mike lied to us. Mike lied to us.
That's right. Mike lied to us is going down, baby, on the Patreon. Mike lied to us.
Mike lied to us. Mike lied to us. Mike lied to us.
Oh, it's going down. Mike lied. He said they don't even have any married international players other than Giannis and Joel. Exactly. But they white. Luca got his fiance, got his daughter. He's not even married, but they're willing to give it to him. But for blacks, they gotta be married. Marcus overseas playing with his nose now. I swear to you, you will be shocked at how easy and how accurate the lyrics for Michael Jordan fit into this song. When you hear how I put the lyrics over this, it goes and blends right with Michael Jordan. It's like crazy how all of that Marcus overseas playing with his nose now. That's exactly what happened. Marcus Jordan was overseas playing with his nose now. And he got a weird case. Why is he around? That fit. Oak Tree can't even get your hand-me-downs. He can't. He ain't get nothing to Oak Tree. Oak Tree can't even get your hand-me-down. Marcus overseas playing with his nose now. Oh, wait till y'all hear the next verses. Y'all gonna hear how much this stuff connects, and it's over. Ain't Joker married? I don't think so. But Joker, all he want to do is play with his horses. He don't care nothing about being an ambassador for the NBA. He didn't want to show up to the celebration. I can't. Can I go home now? No, you got to do. We got to do the parade. I don't want to do that. When is that? I want to go home and see my horse. Like, dude, you finna see your horse for months. You don't care about this. You want to go back home and play with the horse. Nah, Mike like I'm dumb. Say, Mike, I hear you like I'm dumb. You better not ever go back to game one. To anybody wearing Jordans and they in love, just make sure you hide Scottie Pippen from them. Hey, I'm telling you, the way these lyrics fit onto this song, you gonna be blown away. And there's gonna be stuff y'all never heard about Michael Jordan gonna be revealed in this song. And it's gonna blow people mind when they hear it. So all my Patreons, man, y'all finna have some fun. But I'm up out of here, y'all. Anthony Edwards, you need help, boy.